Hello, it's Mrs. Hardy. Come to tell you a little bit about GCSE psychology. So GCSE psychology is examined by AQA, and it is a topic that is all about human behaviour and the human brain and how it works. So we do some investigations into why humans behave the way that they do. Memory is one of the topics that we start off with, looking at how we retain information, how we store information, and how we retrieve it when we need to. Really good for GCSE revision because we need to be able to retrieve a lot of information throughout your GCSEs. Perception is a topic about human beings' ability to use their senses to understand the world around them and how we develop those abilities through life. And we look at visual illusions as well as part of this topic, which is quite fun. Here, there's a little visual illusion here, an ambiguous figure. Do you see the old man or do you see the young woman? Then we move on to brain development, which is about cognition, our ability to learn, our ability to understand things, take on information as we move through from early childhood into adulthood is the main focus there. Now, as psychologists, you need to know about research. Psychologists do lots of research, lots of experimentation, studies into human behaviour. So we look at some of those, we watch some videos on those, we do some of our own studies, we do some evaluations on them and look at why things work and why things don't work. Psychological problems, a lot of psychologists have to spend a lot of time with people with psychological problems. The two focuses for GCSE are depression and addiction. So we look at why people actually become addicted or depressed and how you can treat that, how you can support people with those issues. Social behaviour, we look at human beings and how they behave in social situations. Humans are social animals. We like to be with other people, but we do behave in strange ways sometimes when we're put into groups with strangers or we're put into a big crowd with other people behaving in certain ways. Communication is an important part of human behaviour as well. Obviously, we need to be able to communicate with each other. We use language that makes us very sophisticated, but we're also very similar to animals in our communication in some ways as well. And we look at those comparisons between animals and humans, and non-verbal communication is a massive part of this topic. Neuroscience is something that we will look at, the way that the brain works, the way that it sends information around the body so that the body does the things that we need it to do, and sometimes why the body does things that we didn't expect it to do, and sometimes when it doesn't quite work the way we want it to. Now, that are the 8 topics that we cover for GCSE. There are 2 papers, 1 hour 45 minutes each paper with different range of kinds of questions. You will have to be prepared to do a bit of maths, obviously writing essays as well as short answer questions. Why would you do this as a GCSE? Well, because you're interested in humans, you're interested in learning about a little bit about yourself and about other people. You might want to go on to do A-level, a degree, sports psychologist, work in the NHS in some aspect, or let's be honest, psychology is good for any GCSE, any job out there. So it's a GCSE that is very transferable, because when you learn about humans, you know a lot about how people react. So it's always fun. There's some really interesting topics that you cover, and it's quite a relatable topic because, again, it's about human behaviour. So hopefully you'll find this interesting and you might consider it as a GCSE for you.